Hey, what's up? I'm DJ Sixsmith. Today we're hanging out with Wilmer Valderrama. New NCIS coming out tonight on CBS. Wilmer, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh, feeling good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You got it. So your guy Torres has been through a lot in this show. Things are about to get real interesting tonight. What can folks expect when they tune in?
Well, I think it's a telegraphing. It's a telegraphing of where we're going with this character in the next season. Season 20 just got picked up, and so we have a canvas. We have a runway to do some really interesting things. With this character, we've done the crossover episodes. We put him through a lot of trauma. There's been a lot of fracturing that's happened to him in the last couple of years, and now tonight, we kind of really uncover a lot of what he's been and what he used to be. He's going to go through a tough transition as he decides what he wants to be, I think having a case from the past that also raveled and intertwined in that case where there was a love story that he was a part of that also comes full circle and gives him something to really fight for, or perhaps feeling really guilty about. I think that there's something about that's going to be transformative for the character, and he will never be the same after tonight. And I'm excited because as we continue to partner up with the writers and create storylines that hopefully keeps it fresh for the fans, I think tonight is one of those departures. Today is going to be a very dramatic episode, a very emotional episode, but one that it's going to tell us a lot more about where he's going to be tomorrow.
You mentioned all the different layers of this character. What is the biggest challenge of playing this guy?
But the biggest challenge is to continue to keep him human. It's very easy to do an episode of the case of the week, but with these characters, when they're long running like this, when you have 20 plus episodes a season, you don't want the character to be the same as the season premiere or episode 5. You want the character to grow into somewhere, right? They grow into something else. And I think what NCIS does incredibly well is that they really take you along these characters and you kind of go along the road and 20 episodes next year, it's different, right? I mean, none of these characters are the same as you met them first, right? And I think 6 years later, for specifically my Torres, it's going to be really one that you can't recognize, but someone you're going to still appreciate and love, watching. But it is important that we continue to evolve. But I love the fact that this show takes these chances and does a procedure that just is not on television. Therefore, it makes you the #1 show on television, which is unbelievable that the fans 19 seasons in are still keeping you in the #1 spot.
And coming for a 20th season 2, which will be amazing. So Torres has been on this journey. You've been on this great journey as an actor. I mean, when you think about it, you've done that 70's show and Yo Mama, and then Encanto comes into the picture. So what are you most proud of in terms of your journey in Hollywood?
It's a really great question. I had a moment of reflection. Actually, I had a moment of reflection yesterday during Easter, because I was looking at my daughter. She's 14 months old, and she's walking around for the first time, and the Easter bunny showed up yesterday, and I looked back at all the roles I've ever played, and everything that I want to play tomorrow, and they're directly attached to what I want. What reality do I want her to grow up into? And I want to be responsible for those characters that are incredibly contributing to where we got to go next with content. And I think a lot of my next chapter is going to be about creating characters that that she will see herself in, that she will feel connected to. And I hope that other audiences and other young people can see that. And but I'm very proud of the evolution. I've been able to take a lot of chances, and next year there's going to be some really, really exciting announcements, and I get to do some things that I've been dreaming about my whole life. So I'm excited. I'm very proud.
Good deal, man. You mentioned your daughter. I became a dad as well 6 months ago to a baby girl.
Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What's your favorite thing about being a girl dad?
Honestly, something happens, right? Like, you don't know what is going to happen. First of all, just when you hold your child for the first time, there's like a program, there's like an application that it's been waiting to be engaged, for that moment. Like, you don't think it's in you until you hold your baby, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I open this tab now. This is what breaks CO when this happens, and it's really a wondrous feeling of not just responsibility, but of excitement to become the man, that she needs. But I love it. I love being able to be an example to her, and my lady is, my fiance is just one of the most incredible mommies, ever. And she's so serene about the whole process. So it's been a beautiful process. We'll see what number 2 maybe like, but so far this first one is amazing. But it is amazing to feel that and relate to my father on another level now. It's pretty exciting.
That's really beautifully said. Wilmer, great hanging out with you, man. Thanks so much. And we'll be watching tonight, all right?
And congrats. Yeah, absolutely. And congrats on your baby.
Thank you very much.